LH here, signing in, bringing you what is 100% authentic, can never be compromised or manufactured. Yeah, you guys, so I just want to briefly talk about something. Like I said, I am called by my ancestors to give certain information, and I'm going to give it what's on my spirit, what's on my mind. And this topic is going to be about traveling while black and how you should be safe when you travel in certain places nowadays, specifically Europe too as well, and also in some colonized countries of black people, unfortunately. Not only is it kind of suspect and a little bit sketchy to travel, be in the United States, but this reminds me, there was a story about a college student who went overseas as a graduation gift of him, graduating with his friends. And what I noticed was that he grew up in the South, I believe. He was in the South. He was originally from the South. And a lot of his frat brothers, he's a black college student, his frat brothers were mainly Caucasian. Now you say, why do you bring this up, LaRon? I bring this up because there is always a notion when you don't have a diverse experience, a natural experience, something that keeps you level. Now, I don't mean to say this in a divisive way or to say like you should only be around. No, I say this to say that I notice that when people are only surround themselves with other people besides their own people, their kind of perception of reality is a little bit off. And the fact that he was the only one, I believe the only one, and he's the one that died and was beaten and to jump by they were all in Greece, but these people, 3 Syrians and the rest were local Greeks, okay, over a white woman, okay. I don't know how many times I need to say this. Black people need to be conscious of racist people, that's foreign or domestic. And when you put yourself in a situation, and I'm not blaming him, he obviously may not know, but when you are around diversity, you learn so much, and especially if you're around your people, you have that shows us better sense of yourself. And I think that it shows reality of protection. I don't put myself in situations with one group. It's kind of like that silly conversation I had with this. I'm really debating whether he was African. This is why I say if he is, it's even more sadder, but I'm really debating if this person is actually African like they say, because I have had conversations, and yes, I will fact check some things that you have mentioned, and I'll ask other Africans. I had, like I told you, I have close associations with Nigerians. I have close associations with Kenyans. I have close association with Libyans, Eritreans, Ethiopians, etc. And I talked to one of my Nigerian friends, who actually got me my job here at Georgia State. Beautiful lady. When I told her how this guy, whatever, said that Afrikaners, who are Dutch settlers, from the original Dutch settlers, are more African than African Americans. When I told her that, she said he doesn't know what he's talking about. And rightfully so. Like, we she gave me her interpretation. She feels as if when Africans come here, they know African Americans are their brothers and sisters, but most African Americans don't want to accept that they're from Africa. They don't claim. They say, well, I'm American. Yes, you're American by nationality, you're American by birth, but originally you did come from somewhere. And that's my point. This person could not even really articulate that. It almost sounded like he was just saying, he said basically we're bastard childs, we're nothing compared to the white immigrants and other immigrants there, that they're more African than us, and it assumes the fact that entirely he means that they're African all the way compared to us, and that just makes sense. Like I said, you can't take African zebra and then make it an American and say that its offspring is American. It's going to have a sub-content. Why do you think they call us? Why are we called African American? We're not just called American. We're called African. We have a root. We have an extension. We have a subcontinent. So, yeah, this fool. I really, that was a troll, and I know how to recognize troll by languages. And like I said, if this person is really what they say they are, then it's even more worse. And that goes to show you worldwide, black people don't understand the true nature of what it means to be around people like them. And when they immerse themselves in only one type of person, it kind of disillusions their mind. And I'm not saying to segregate, I'm not saying that, but I'm saying that in order to get a better understanding, you have to be around your own people as well. You have to have a balance. You have to be in a diverse environment. I don't like being around all black people all the time, and I certainly don't like being around all white people all the time. Like, there's always something that turns wrong with that. And like that young man I was mentioning, he, unfortunately, nobody taught him his history or how he is looked at as a black man, especially going to another country and not being careful of, historically, the white female. Okay, I'm not trying to be funny. I have white friends and white, but even they will admit that there are certain white women who will set up black men like that. And I'm just being honest. And like that fool told me, he just left paragraphs and paragraphs off my page when I was talking about how the Chinese army was in Africa. Paragraphs, but couldn't even articulate the fact that he was conquered, or that he felt like, you just had apartheid, and Mandela did include you, but do you not know what these people did, all in the fact of trying to keep you separated in your own country? And you think just because that's over, you don't think there's still attitudes like that in that country? The fact that you don't own your own resources, you don't own your diamonds, you don't own your oil, that speaks a lot to me. And then you want to extend and tell me that I can be more African by experiencing the culture, coming there and then sitting with your mazugis, whatever you call them, sitting with these people. Granted, they could be good people, but a majority, the people who are taking over Africa, you want me to come there and sit there? I don't think so. I'm not going to be around company. First of all, if you are what you say you are, I'm not going to be around company who's so disillusioned. I don't want that rubbing off of me. It took me a while to get out of that. I frankly don't believe ignorance is bliss. And I personally don't want to, I've worked too hard, and I've seen too much. I've seen what's going on to want to be in a fake ass situation, trying to immerse myself around somebody, around people who don't know what's going on. you are lost at this point. I don't want to be in that situation. Maybe when you wake up, maybe when you can acknowledge the stuff that I'm talking about that's actually going on, instead of defending the the very people who are taking advantage of you, some of them who are taking advantage of you and your country, then maybe we can have discussion. But until that, I don't think I will. I think I'll go to more prideful places like Lagos, Nigerians who take pride in themselves, other countries, more black countries who take pride in Ethiopians fought hard. They fought hard against colonists, Italian colonists that were trying to take. That's why I will always have much respect for Ethiopians. Oh yeah, you guys, check out. I also have some news about some new findings I found out as far as some ancestry goes. But my mom got her results, and it's very interesting. But yeah, I will always have a soft place for Libyans to Libya, because they fought and they came and got their own nation, and you know, though it's different now, but still, especially Ethiopians and Nigerians. But anyways, that's neither here nor there, you guys. But yeah, just don't fall for the okie doke. And there are people who disguise themselves, especially on YouTube, as such, and you just got to pay attention to their language, and just think critically. Think about the times we are in. I don't mean be scared, but I'm saying act and think routinely of survival. Think of survival situations. Think of reality situations that could save your life in this present day, because not everyone is your friend. And just because someone smiles at you and tells you to your face, you go by their actions until otherwise proven guilty. That's how you just got to go about it. So yeah, hope you guys have a good day. Share, like, subscribe, follow me at Leron Brand. That's at LeronBrand at Instagram. And have a good day. And yeah, look out for the next video, you guys. Peace.